I start with this video, I would like to shout out to a friend of mine, Math, because she's the one who provided me so much information about the education system here in New Brunswick. The education system here in New Brunswick is 3-tier. So that's primary school, the middle school, and high school. Primary school is from grade 1 to grade 5. Middle school is from grade 6 to grade 8, and high school is from grade 9 to grade 12. So there are two categories of schools. There's the private and there is the public. Now, education here is quite expensive, and therefore we go directly to the favorite of everyone, the free one, which is the public school. So there are two kinds of schools here, the Anglophone and the Francophone. Anglophone is the English-speaking school, and the Francophone is the French-speaking school. Now, if the parents of the kids or the kids themselves speak French, then there is an option for the parents to send the children to a French-speaking or Francophone school. Now, if the kids do not speak French, then there is the option of sending the kids to an Anglophone-speaking school. Schools here in New Brunswick are divided into 4 categories. There are four districts. That's the North, East, West, and South districts. If you live in Moncton, the district is called East School District. How do you know which school your kids will go to? And this is predominantly identified through the address that you have. So as soon as you land in the province and you have got an address, it is a must, and you should definitely immediately call the district that you belong to. That website I will link in the description below. You have to call the district, and then the district will make the decision on where your child will go to, or the school that the child will attend. Predominantly, this is decided on the factor of distance, which school is nearest to your address. Before the pandemic, the registration was personal. It was face-to-face registration, but due to the pandemic that we are experiencing right now, everything is online. So the registration is a 3-step process. The first one is to register your child online. The second one is to send the required documents to the school itself. And then the third one is to Skype call with personnel of the school. Will have a discussion with the parents to discuss the registration, the program, and whatever questions there are. And here is the checklist for the documents required for the registration. Is student's original birth certificate. The second one is proof of legal status in Canada. The third one is proof of address and local phone number. The fourth one is proof of immunization. Fifth one is proof of Medicare or medical insurance. The sixth one is previous school record. And the seventh one is other relevant documentations involving guardianship. So the tuition fee here is about 7,500 per semester. There are 2 semesters in a year, so that's about 15,000 in a year cost of tuition fee. But then it is free for Canadian citizens, for residents, and if the child's study is attached to a work visa or a student visa of the parents. Academic year is from September to June. There are about 20 to 25 kids per class. Bus rides are provided to kids who live 2.4 kilometers away from school. So if your kid or if you live less than 2.4 kilometers away from school, then you will have to pick your kid up from the school, or your kid will have to walk. School system here in Canada is age appropriate, so then that means if your child is 9 years old and is spectacularly smart and finished high school in your country of origin at the age of 9, then unfortunately it doesn't matter, because as soon as you land here, the kid will have to be at grade 4, because according to Canadian education system, children who are 9 years old should be on 4th grade. Children who are in kinder and 2nd grade needs to be picked up from school on time. And when I say on time, it's Canadian time. It's not Asian or Arabic time. And children who are on 3rd grade and above can go home on their own. And if the child takes the bus, then the parents will have to be in the allocated bus stop on time. Again, Canadian time, not Indian or Filipino or Arabic time, Canadian time. There is what we call child discipline. Now, the Asian and the Arabic definition of child discipline is pretty much more or less the same, but the Asian and the Arabic, the definition of child discipline is regarded as criminal here in Canada. So parents, you have to be careful. You really have to take care of your children. If the teacher notices something unusual in school with your kids, you risk being in trouble. Most worst if they report you to social services. In short, you have to be careful and be cautious with the word child discipline here, and rightfully so, because these children are the future taxpayers of this country. The health services funding essentially depends on them, so we have to take care of them. Physical and verbal abuse is a huge liability here. It's a big no here. Again, if the teachers notice something unusual with your kids, you risk being reported to the authorities. God forbid your kid does not finish the snack or his snack of a bucket of baba ganoush or gulam jalam, and the teacher notices this, and this is very unusual, you risk being reported to the authorities. If you are a typical Asian or Arabic parents and your child scores 99 in the test and you are not happy with it, that is actually criminal here. You have to be happy even if they score 75 in the test. But my point is, children here are relaxed. They're provided with so much relaxed life here. For example, in math subject, it's not necessarily that a teacher goes on the board and makes the multiplication table. There are various approaches to it. They rather play domino or play cards, and hopefully they become, casino workers in the future, who knows. But they have got various programs or various approaches to make school enjoyable for the children here. As a matter of fact, teachers do not necessarily provide or give so much projects or assignments to the children, and children are provided with so much playtime in school. And such kind of life, I know for a fact, it's something that did not exist in Asia or in the Philippines predominantly, and in Arabic countries as well. But it exists here. They take care of their children. Because these children are the future taxpayers of our country, and therefore they have to be happy paying their tax in the future. And they look back to these days that they were in school and they said, yes, it was a good childhood and I'm happy to pay my taxes. And last but not the least is for you to follow the social media pages of your school, because all the announcements are made in those pages. There you go. That was a longer one. Children schooling here, or the educational system here. I hope that you gained value from this video. If you did, please like, share, comment, watch this video again and again in the future, and all the other videos that I have posted so far. Thank you very much indeed, and I hope to see you on the next video.